These are the interviews from Chat City on Preston FM. Don't forget, our show is live weekdays from 10 till noon. Tune in and become part of our family.
And in the studio, we've got our first guest. Well, first guest live. We've had guests on the telephone, but it's always nice to have guests live in the studio. And I'm going to start by playing a track by my first guest, who is Melanie Waite. So Melanie's sitting opposite me with Alan Olive. And I think Alan wrote the song that we're going to hear, or the songs that we're going to hear this morning. That's right, isn't it? So to kick off the interview then, let's listen to Melanie Waite and Turn Me Loose.
Many times I've tried, yes, I have tried to make you see, to believe in you, baby. How many times have you lied? Yes, you lied. Promised the world to me, but you're not true. No, 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 no. I'm moving on to a brighter day, moving into the light. You can stop me no matter what you say. I'm gonna do it right. Turn me loose. I won't take this anymore. Turn me loose. Just get out and close the door. Turn me loose. 'Cause you don't hear a word I say. Turn me loose. No more games for you to play. I'm moving on to a brighter day, moving into the light. You can stop me no matter what you say. I'm gonna do it right. Never ever ever wanna see you again. Never ever ever, and you're to blame. Saving my loving for a sweet loving man. Do right by me the best he can. Never ever ever gonna be the same. 'Cause you never ever ever hear what I say. I won't take being used by you. 'Cause it was all about you and what you do. Turn me loose. I won't take this anymore. Turn me loose. Just get out and close the door. Turn me loose. 'Cause you don't hear a word I say. Turn me loose. No more games for you to play. I'm moving on to a brighter day, baby. Moving into the light. You can stop me no matter what you say. I'm gonna do it right. Turn me loose. I won't take this anymore. Turn me loose. Just get out and close the door. Turn me loose. 'Cause you don't hear a word I say. Turn me loose. No more games for you to play. Turn me loose. I won't take this anymore. Turn me loose. Just get out and close the door. Turn me loose. 'Cause you don't hear a word I say. Turn me loose. No more games for you to play.
Oh, they are Turn Me Loose, and in fact, that's my first live guest in the studio this morning. It's Melanie Waite, and I know everybody who kind of knows me and listens to me know how much I love live music and local music and supporting local music, and that was brilliant to hear. So a very good morning to you both. It's good morning to Melanie and good morning to Alan. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, first of all, before we talk a little more about the songs, let's find out a little more about Melanie. Come on, Melanie. It's nice to meet you. And I understand you were in Preston FM a few weeks ago. Yes. On one of our afternoon shows. Yes. So for our Chat City listeners, for everybody listening out there, tell us a little about yourself. Where are you from, and when did you decide you wanted to sing?
Well, I'm from Leyland.
Yeah.
Yes, born and bred. And well, I've been singing for as long as I can remember. I started doing Northwest talent competitions from the age of 10, and then started singing in pubs and clubs from being about 12 years old.
Right.
And it's just progressed from there. I have a very big love of soul and Motown. That's,
that goes down well.
That's my passion. And I was surprised to hear you were saying about Petula Clark before. I didn't know she was still gigging.
Yeah, still going strong, just on a UK tour.
Wow, I didn't know that.
In America at the moment, and in New York live.
Oh, wow. Well, I also love Northern Soul as well, and we saw Martha Reeves a couple of weeks ago at 53 Degrees.
That's right, I missed it.
Did
you enjoy it? Was it a good night?
It was brilliant. It was, yes. I was very impressed, because I didn't. Well, I wasn't sure she was still doing it as well, but she was, and still going strong.
Well, I know I shouldn't ask a lady her age, because you've got plenty of years ahead of you.
I know, yes.
You know, before somebody's interviewing you and saying, well, she's still on the circuit at 70. So come on, Melanie, how old are you?
Well, I'm only 24, but I have been doing it, as I say, for 14 years now.
Wow. So was it because of the family? I mean, were you raised? Were you formative years music?
Me and my dad have got the soul bond. He was the one that brought me up with the Northern Soul and Motown, and it is in my blood. And he was my manager. So he's been there supporting me all the way, and yeah, so he has really. It's him pushing me and
yeah.
Yep.
So what about through school then? Was school important musically? Did you do music at school or?
I did, yes, and I did performance studies at A level, but he always taught me to have something to fall back on as well. So I did do the academic side first, and then it was my decision whether to either do the singing or go down. I always wanted to be a teacher. Yes. If I wasn't going to be a singer.
Is that right?
So, yep. And then I chose this. So.
What was the first public gig that you did then? Can you remember? How old were you?
Oh my goodness. I'd been singing at weddings, or any time somebody handed me a microphone, I was there. I was on it. I didn't have any nerves from an early age. That came later. So, as I say, I won my first competition, which was the Evening Post Search for a Star.
Yes.
That was when I was 10. So,
wow.
that would have been my first big accolade, I think, at 10 years old. So,
brilliant. Yeah. Well, let's listen to another track, and then we can talk to you and Alan about the music and about the songs. And the next one I'm going to play is Never Be So Far.
Yep.
So here we are, Melanie Waite and Never Be So Far. You will, yeah, you see, you will spot the deliberate mistake there. You see, I just enjoyed the song so much I was going to play it again for you, but we're now going to play this one.
Whenever you go away from me, I want to make you see that you're always right by my side. With your loving arms around me, I can feel you with me. You're the one, can't be denied. And when I can't wait to see you, I close my eyes and feel you next to me. Yeah, next to me. Next to me.
There you are, my guest in the studio, Melanie Waite, and Never Be So Far. And also with Melanie, it's Alan Oliver. So, Alan, a very good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
So what about the combination? I mean, when did the combination begin of writing songs for Melanie?
By total chance. I'd been a pro musician up until the time I was 35. Then I decided it's time to get my degree. And I actually taught English for, can you believe it, 12 years.
Yes.
And guess who? And as it was, I'd just done an album down at Park Street Studios in Liverpool with a female singer. And we'd parted company for various reasons. And it just popped into my head, literally. One day in the classroom, I said, does anybody in here sing? And the hand went up.
Is that how it happened?
16
Yes.
years of age, Melanie Waite, and that's how it happened. And we did one song together, and Melanie was at the time, you were working with, correct me if I'm wrong here, working with another producer who's doing, I don't know, I suppose, was it Europop?
It was,
kind of
yes,
thing?
in Amsterdam.
Yeah. And she was in Amsterdam, and then, you know, curiously, we came back together. And the three songs, well, there's two songs and another one, assuming you play it this morning, how far we've also got the original one that we did together. So I write the songs. I've got my own studio at home now. I'm quite fortunate about that.
Right.
And that's where everything gets done. So I will write and Melanie will... obviously sing and we'll record it and then produce it and master it, put it out there. But having said that, you know, for every song that you will hear, there's 4 that will get written and 3 of them end up in the proverbial trash.
I know, yeah. I was going to ask about that. I mean, when you're writing a song for Melanie, I mean, do you kind of visually see Melanie singing it? Do you have a voice in... As a writer of songs... What is in your mind when you're writing the song?
First of all, the subject matter. You know, it could be I tend to write songs for Melanie thinking about different stages of her life. And because if I start from that, that's my point of beginning, then at least Melanie as a person and as an artist can identify with that. So... That's the first thing, and also I can hear a voice in my head now because I kind of got used to working with her, and I've seen her live, so I know how she performs to an audience, and I know what she likes to do. So there are several, you know, it's a myriad of things that I have to have in my head, and sometimes yes, it'll work, and then other times I'll get to it and at the end of it, and I've done a lot of mixing and a lot of instrument recording and lyric writing, and it's just like, no, it's not going to work. At least it's not going to work for Melanie because I can't see her or hear her doing it. So it's sometimes it can be it can really drive me nuts. It can. Do you see what you do to me? You know?
Yeah. And what's it like then, Melanie? You get a new song. How difficult is it to put that together? Or, you know, are you very kind of conscious about wanting to have things spot on? Are you quite a hard taskmaster when it comes to getting it right?
Kind of. And as I say, I'm more of a performance artist, so it feels very clinical when I have to sing line by line. So we've been in the studio before, and I've said, can we just run it all the way through? And I think you've been a bit like, well, you're not really supposed to do it like that. But I like sometimes the little imperfections will work. So the rawness, it just gives it a little bit of an edge. And so that's how I'd like to work. Other times we obviously have to do it line by line or part by part and fix it all together. But no, it's touch wood. It's been quite easy to because you
do have. I don't know why I say surprise because it's the wrong word to use. I can't think of another. I often meet young singers like yourself, and they come into the studio, they sit down, and then I hear them sing and I think, wow, you really do have a powerful voice, don't you? A very powerful voice.
Yes, I have been told that before.
And that certainly comes across in the music.
Yes, yeah. Well, as I said, I think I love all the soul and Motown, and I think the only way to get through anything like that is to power it out and to show the emotion. So,
yes. And that comes out, doesn't it?
Yes.
Have you ventured, or because I mean it's a near neighbour, have you ventured into jazz or thought about jazz?
Funnily enough, there is one recording I hold dear to my heart. I absolutely adore it, and it was the only time I sang with a live jazz band at Runshaw College.
Yeah.
And it was a George Gershwin song, but the arrangement was one that Aretha Franklin had done.
Right.
So that appealed to me straight away, and yeah, I did that for my final piece, and it was an amazing experience. I loved it.
Right.
It was called "It Ain't Necessarily So"
Yes.
from Porgy and Bess.
Of course, yeah, so well known. So when you're listening to music in the car, you're listening to music at home. Who these days are the kind of any modern day influences in some of the singers? I mean, kind of Adele, or because I mean Adele has
a wonderful voice. I really did love Amy Winehouse. I thought she
yes.
was
yeah.
Who else? I can't really think on the spot. It's not when we put the radio on now. It's my son Charlie. He's listening now. I've already been told I've got to say hello to him. Hi, Charlie.
Hello, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
And
he picks it up.
Is that
so
right?
Quickly,
yeah.
yes.
So a budding singer for the future.
Maybe.
Songs Alan to write for Charlie in the future. Then if he's listening.
Right up, yeah.
and in fact, Mum. Charlie, Mum is going to sing live for you in the radio in a few moments. She's going to sing here in the studio. Before we do that, I have to look at the clock as well. Where can people find out any gigs coming up, or where can they find out about your music or get best information on you, Melanie?
Well, I'm computer illiterate, so that's down to you. I've just been shown how to work Twitter, so I'm really not au fait with all this.
I suppose the stuff, the links are on Twitter. If you go onto all the W's .twitter.com and at Liloft Music, LELOFTMUSIC, they will see links to SoundCloud, and also Melanie's material. All the things you've heard this morning are available on iTunes as well. So that's the portal. And also, Melanie, you're on Facebook as well.
I am, yes.
Melanie does Facebook. But the sort of Twitter account that we've set up is that one, and all the links are right there. You can go through. You can stream from SoundCloud, obviously. That's free, or you could download any of the songs from. They're all available and released on iTunes.
And Waite, so we get this right, is spelled W-A-I-T-E?
That's the one.
Have I got it right? So there you are, Melanie Waite. So Melanie, what are you going to sing live first? Because I'll have to get you to this other microphone do that.
I will sing Hallelujah. I love her so, it's supposed to be. But Hallelujah, I love him so.
So this is particularly for Charlie, your son, listening at home, is it?
Oh, well, Will
you recognise the voice on the radio?
He will. Apparently he's been talking to the radio, trying to talk to me.
Oh, how nice, eh? So if I'll put a quick jingle on whilst we get you to the other microphone then,
okay.
And then we can hear you sing live in the studio. Brilliant.
Okay.
On 103.2 FM.
From Leyland to Longridge.
And Wood Plumpton to Walton Le Dale.
It's your community.
Your radio.
Your Preston FM.
And that's where you are. It's Chat City on this Friday morning, your weekday morning show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. through to noon, the show that others follow, but they can't beat it, can they? And singing live right now for us in the studio. I just love live music, so singing live for us right now in Studio One is Melanie Waite.
Let me tell you about a boy I know. He's my baby and he lives next door. Now every morning before the sun comes up, he brings me coffee in my favorite cup. That's why I know. Yes, I know. Hallelujah, I just love him so. When I call him on the telephone and tell him that I'm all alone, by the time I count from 1 to 4, I hear him at my door. In the evening before the sun goes down and there is nobody else around, he kisses me and he holds me tight and whispers, baby, everything is alright. That's why I know, yes I know, hallelujah, I just love him so. Oh, hallelujah, I just love him so. Oh, hallelujah, I just love him so. Oh yeah.
Wow. Oh, wow, brilliant. Should we just stay together for the next hour? We won't do the other stuff that's coming up on the show. We'll just have you singing for the next hour. So there you are. So that was for your son, also listening at home, and for all our listeners. Yes. So there you are. Why not go online, Facebook, wherever, and find out more about Melanie. That's Melanie Waite, Waite, and also Alan Olive, who's in the studio with me, who's written the songs for Melanie. So can I thank you both very much for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much.
It's been lovely to meet you, and hopefully it won't be too long before we're inviting you back in to sing for us again. Nothing like live music on live radio. Yeah. Nothing beats it.
We hope you've enjoyed this interview as much as we have. Why not join our Chat City family and give us a tweet at Chat City PFM.